Alright, today I had to scratch and claw my way back from a hole I dug by breaking my rule, but I was able to do it for a slightly green day, so we'll jump right in. I got chopped up on, so I started my day with a terrible trade on work right here at the open, and it's just terrible. There's basically no redeeming quality to this trade. I took it short. No, excuse me, I took it long. And it's because I had kind of decided in pre-market that this $38 level, there was a lot of liquidity going down to $38, but there was no liquidity in the level 2 below that, really. So I kind of decided, well, this is probably going to take off it's probably going to drop to 38 on the gap up, people profit taking down to 38, and then buyers were going to jump in at 38 and drive it up. And I basically just come up with too detailed a plan before the market opened rather than really evaluating what was going on in front of me. I took it long. It was a bad decision. And of course, it jets right down. And so this is a huge loss. This is almost a max daily loss in one trade. So terrible start, but I stayed with it. I think my next trade was on, American Airlines here. Again, you can kind of see a Christmas tree on American Airlines. I was all over the place with it. But my next trade was a winner, which kept me in the game. Because if I had taken another loser, that would have put me at max loss for the day, and I would have called it. So glad that this was a small winner for me. One partial out positive. I like that it was above the 200 MA on the 1 minute chart, 50 MA there. One partial out positive, then basically out at break even. And then around VWAP, I thought it was going to hold. So I took it long again, and then stopped myself out next on that. So that was, but I'm still in the game at this point. And then, let's see here. My next trade here, I took it short, dropped below VWAP. It looked like we had a negative trend going on below the 200 MA, so that's potentially resistance there. I take it short. It does go up, but I hold through that pullback there. It comes down, fights through. Then I have a hotkey error here. This is actually me trying to partial out, but I actually added to my short, and that really screwed up the whole trade because then it brought my average cost too low, and so that really screwed things up. I jumped out at 50% of my position there, and then I got out at break even up here. But again, if not for that hotkey error, I would have been able to hold through this, and I would have been able to enjoy this ride. But that hotkey error really screwed things up for me. Let's see here. But I did get back in here. Took it short again. Down towards, this is the 200 MA on the 5. So I took it short here because this point of control line here, where there's a lot of volume at this exact price, was basically nice resistance there. You can see it was really holding, so I took it short below that. Stop out was going to be above VWAP here. And I wanted to partial out here at the 200, but I really thought it was going to get to previous day close at least, and maybe even this 1091 level I had down here, which is the 50 MA on the daily. And as you can see here, I meant to make one partial out, but I had another hotkey error, guys. Another hotkey error, and I accidentally fully partialed out. So then I hop back in short, and this is a poor decision. I hop back in short there, and it's a poor decision just because it's a chase, because I really didn't want to be out of my position. So I was just hop back in out of frustration that I got out. But in that regard, I would call this a chase. And ultimately, I stopped out right before the move I was really waiting for happened. So all sorts of hotkey errors, just a hot mess so far. And again, I'm pretty close to my max daily loss, but I'm not quite there, so I'm still in the game. And what really saved me my day and salvaged it as a slightly green day. Ooh, wow. It did actually it did actually get down to almost the $36 level. Was this trade on work? So you can see here, it comes up, down, up, and then it curls back down, and it looks like it's going to try and break through this level. And I really like these curl downs, patterns where it kind of looks like it's going to break through. I call them a boot, a bearish boot, right? So you kind of see the shoe there. So I take it short here, and I like that not only is this a level right here, but also it's 3750. So it's a nice round number that has some staying power in and of itself. So I took it short, got a couple partials here at previous day close, got some more partials when it broke through 37, another partial here, and then lastly I was holding on for 3650, and this wasn't that big a position left, so I went ahead and got out. But for a while I was thinking maybe it'll get down to this 3604. Junie, no ma'am. But it just looked like it wasn't happening. It looked like it might be dying a little bit. I went ahead and got out, and I didn't want to just keep watching it. But this trade really saved my day and got me back to green. So a sloppy day, a little chaotic. Had a few terrible trades, but luckily let my best trade run pretty well, and it saved my day.